Hey everybody. I wanted to share with you this plant before we got started tonight. I know some of you out there are orchid lovers like I am, and my daughter was looking actually for something for her boss's, how do you say it, father. The grandfather comes in sometimes to her job and takes out the granddaughter that works there, and then they usually invite Hannah, which I think is so sweet because she doesn't have grandparents anymore. They're in heaven. And she was in our local Publix, and they had orchids that her and I were looking at. She FaceTimed me, and behind her head, I see pink and purple orchids. And I'm like, what? Look behind your head. Look at what's up with the purple and the pink back there. And I hadn't seen this type of dendrobium, this bright pink. It's even brighter in person than it is right now. So perfect for the pink full moon that we're having tonight. And thank you, Shawnee Gross, for reminding me it was the pink full moon. But what I thought was really interesting, and I wanted to show my friends on uh, in the homestead and gardening community, and I don't know if it'll show up. I have to find it. But basically, I was trying to figure it out, and yeah, there's this little dot here. You're not going to be able to see it because of the blur that the camera has on it. But they use a needle and inject it into the flower stem, and that's how they get these colors. So it's just a temporary thing, and they even say it in the card that comes with it. Let's see, swan. It's called the Swan Mist Orchids, but this is the Mystique Orchid, and I think she read, yeah, it'll return. Let me see. Your Mystique Orchid is color infused and will rebloom to the original color, white, purple, or yellow. So that's, I wonder if she's got, yellow, because I'm seeing some yellow around just the center of the orchid. But yeah, I thought that was just so cool. I wanted to share it with you. Hi, Silly Lily. Welcome in. Hey, everybody. Thank you for coming in tonight. I just thought we could. Oh, thanks, Duncan. Yeah, I thought it was beautiful. Yes, I thought it was beautiful too, Silly Lily. Um, and thanks, Miss Sharon. Yeah, turn it to live chat, or you might miss some of the comments that are going through. And I do have this monetized, so let me know like how many commercials you're getting. I put it on their lightest one. Um, but I have to try and monetize it so then YouTube will push it out more. It seems like if I don't monetize it, YouTube doesn't push it out as much. And I miss my Marine, my Diva in the Dirt. And if you could definitely swing over to her channel this week and give her some views and just make sure you're current on her things. She could really use just some encouragement right now. And she put up a post in case you're not familiar with what's going on. And she could just really use that. And yeah, I miss her, but I totally understand. I probably wouldn't be doing lives with what, she's enduring. And I can't talk about it too much with any too much detail because I don't want it to fall back on like her. Um, so let's start by greeting, of course, my pink moon girl, Shawnee Groves, came in first. Thank you, and gave me a shout out in her live before. If you didn't get to see her live tonight, it was really good. I suggest you go over there and visit Shawnee Groves if you can do it after. There's always the replay. And then Duncan 1900 Homestead, I'm so glad to see you. Oh wow, it's telling me I can share a referral link now in StreamYard. I haven't seen that before. That's so wild. What? Okay, maybe I'll share it later. It's blocking part of my side. Not too much of it, though. I also want to greet Mother Earth Garden Club. Oh, hi, Sandy. My mother-in-law was named Sandy. We haven't actually heard from her since my husband's dad passed. She kind of like took off and got remarried really fast. Don't ask. But it doesn't affect your name at all. But that's how, like, I'm familiar with the name Sandy. And then, of course, the lovely Miss Sharon, she's like a mod god. And Silly Lily, it's so good to have you in here too. And Mike's, there's Mike's, my brother, Mike. Hey, Joe, welcome in. That's right, it's Friday, Fri-Yay. You remembered. So tonight we were going to just talk about some of our favorites in the garden. It can be like I put in the title, anything at all. Can be an annual, perennial, fruit tree, favorite vegetable, favorite flower you like to grow, but something that you grew once maybe, or you purchased like a tree, and you really don't want to do without, no matter what maybe growing zone you move to. Everybody's greeting each other. Oh, okay. You share it. All right. It's weird because it shares it in my I'm going to share it, guys. There is my referral link for StreamYard. Right now, I am not able to purchase StreamYard like I used to have since they were bought out. But maybe with, I get enough people who sign up for it who can, maybe I can purchase it. Hey, the Bud Files, welcome in. Okay, there's the first ad. Thank you. Okay, so I'm just not going to talk a lot right now. I'm going to give it a second for that ad and drink my tea. I'll just talk about my tea. And of course, they're not here. I brought them in, the tea bags. And do you think they're here? No. I do know one of them is the peach detox from Yogi, and I mix the teas because sometimes, like if they put licorice in a tea, I have to cover up that flavor. And then this other one is for relaxation, and it's by Traditional Medicinals. It's a newer one because they also have like one that's called Relax and Focus. So let's see, let's read what I love. That's one thing I love about these, like organic teas. They even give me little, um, encouragement tags. It's Friendship is a Sheltering Tree by Samuel Taylor Coleridge. And then I like that one though. That's really pretty. I wonder if I can put that on a t-shirt. The universe is within you, bright and beautiful. Oh, that's so nice. That's so nice. You guys make it better too when you come and visit me on Friday nights. Like today I believed it was a full moon. I'll just say I had to deal with some things just trying to pick my mulberries. I got a lot of mulberries, had a lot fall down because I had to keep watching what my son and the dog were doing in the backyard. My son decided he would just dehead a lot of my amaryllis that were blooming, and then my dog was trying to eat them while I'm trying to pick mulberries. And I would have my son pick mulberries with me, but my son does this because he's very into textures and things like that. And the ones I was picking off were very ripe, even they were turning my fingers purple. I actually had to wipe my fingers with some alcohol wipes to get it off because it was staining my fingertips. They're pretty good now after washing them, and they were still purple. But I would say mulberry is one of my favorites, and there's various mulberries. Which when first starting out, I didn't know that, like all different types. And what I have is the everbearing, and then I was fortunate that um, How to Garden Glen sent me starts, which are just basically sticks, for the Bryce's World's Best, which is delicious. It's mild, doesn't really even have like a real tartness to it, like my Everbearing tends to. But I would always have those, no matter where I go. I would have because you can always count on that fruit. You really hard to kill mulberry. They want to fruit. You just like I just trimmed back a lot of the runners that want to go straight up for the sky, and it's on its second blooming and fruiting already. The other thing I wanted to share with you was I bought the peach tree because it had little tiny peach fruit on it, and it's still pretty tiny. This is called the Florida Belle, and I did a short on it. And it's actually ready. They'll probably get bigger with the next fruiting because this is probably it's the tree's first fruiting. I'm gonna bite into it. It's not freestone, I think is what you call it. Those peaches where it just pulls apart right off the pit. Mm. But just like a full-size Georgia peach is its flavor. Like it's got a really good flavor for such a small peach. And we have mangoes, but down here in South Florida, the peaches, we need tropical peaches because the chill hours we don't have. It's as tall as me. I would say it's about 5 foot. My only concern is I'm watching like stem die off where it was fruiting, which is the lower branches that'll be, easier for me to pick as it gets bigger. It wants to shoot up top, so I'm keeping it trimmed. Even the man who sold it to me, the couple was lovely. And this was at the Plantapalooza. They were lovely, and he right away showed me, like, keep it, yeah, manageable size. Manageable inside, yeah, it might be. As long as you keep trimming off the shooters that want to go up. Hi, my Renaissance grandma, welcome in. Thanks for coming in. I was just showing off my little tiny Florida Belle peaches. With the two that are on there, I would say I got about 8 or 9 peaches off of it, about this size. And what I did was I noticed that the birds were coming around, and I have my back patio is screened in, so I just pulled it around the corner and just kept an eye on it and let it, let the fruit color up a little bit more before I pulled them. But as soon as they started to color up, I noticed we had, some grackles coming in and hanging out. But they're also coming in because my mulberry is fruiting and it's dropping fruit every day now. And that's the other thing our dog was doing. This new dog is more dog than our other two dogs, like as far as behavior, and he was eating it right off the ground. But what are some of your fruit trees or shrubs or anything that you've really enjoyed growing in your garden, annuals, perennials that you really wouldn't want to be without, or even one that you can suggest for that new gardener who doesn't know what to put in? And if you can, put in your zone that you're in. Mm, that's fine. Yeah, that's the whole thing. Like, I do a lot of direct sow. I don't do a lot of starts inside. The only starts I have inside right now are elderberries. I have some passion vine seeds soaking to get the pulp off of them. They're going through their second soak. And then I have what is left of probably a 40 or even 50-year-old Thanksgiving cactus, which I'm hoping I can save. Yes, yep, the pulp does. Ooh, I'll have to check that one out. They're very good. It's kind of like growing Everglades tomatoes that pack a like serious punch for their size. These pack serious peach flavor for their tiny size. Ooh, I would love tart cherries. They are so good for you. I have autoimmune. That's why Shawnee was saying about, not doing, you don't do the nightshades. And I have to go easy on the potatoes, the tomatoes, the peppers. Um, but the tart cherries help me. Like when I'm really achy and also to sleep, I do like an organic tart cherry juice. So the tart cherries you have are, do you keep them as a small tree? Like how, is it a very large tree? Did you plant it? Was it on your land? Saskatoon. I need to like look up some of these. The Saskatoon berries, service berries. Let me look that one up, silly Lily. Now, what is it that you love? Oh, yeah. I haven't looked for the cherry trees. I actually need to get a new Barbados cherry. That's the acerola cherry. And it's great for vitamin C, packs a punch. They use it. actually to make all natural vitamin C, like chewable tablets. Saskatoon. Hold on. Forgive me, I'm not looking at the side chat when I'm looking something up. Wow, you guys are all in those zones that I am not familiar with, but my ancestors were. Okay, let's do for sale. Ooh, they're really dark. They got a lot of anthocyanins. Pretty. Okay, hold on. Service berries, native edible purple. Oh, and they make jellies and everything. So pretty. Okay, so I'm seeing it's like a bush shrub. Okay, they're just selling the seeds. I was looking for a plant. Let me see, plant for sale. I just want to see what they're. I really need space inside, like how Mike grows so much inside. It's probably not going to be near me. Oh, supposedly our HD, our big box store sells it. Okay. Saskatoon service berries on even Walmart. What? The W store? Oh no, I just saw its seeds. I hate it when they do that, when they pull up stuff and it's like, oh, yeah, we have it. Hold on, I'll get you guys a picture. I'm seeing where it's almost, they look like blueberries, the berry itself. Okay. This is Home Depot. Oh, it's from Gurney's. Let me do the share. Yeah, tart cherries are delicious. Only thing is like when you go, I get the dried cherries. Now you have to watch out because they put oil on them and sometimes add sugar, so you have to always check the ingredients when you're getting them dehydrated. Doo, doo, doo. Hold on, give me a second. I forget all the steps that you have to take just to share the picture. Okay. So for those of you like me who are not familiar with the Saskatoon, it is a blueberry bush, it says on there. Oh, they're that prolific. Okay. Yours are more like trees. They're 15 years old and about 8 to wow. Now, I've seen blueberry bushes get like that for people who are in like a moderate climate, that they just get really huge and really tall. But then, like, if you have a winter, they die back. Well, they die back a little bit here too, and during our dry season. Oh, yeah, that's a bummer. I wonder though if we could trim them down and keep them small. Are they? I don't know. I didn't see. Let me see. See it compared. I know they kind of look like an Ariana. Those are really loaded with anthocyanins. Those became, that's the chokeberry. Chokeberry is Ariana. So Ariana berry, chokeberry, serviceberry. Oh, versus serviceberry. Okay, let's see what I'm just going to read it. Ariana berries, also known as chokeberries, and serviceberries, also known as Saskatoon berries, are both edible fruits, but they have distinct flavor profiles and characteristics. Ariana berries have a strong tannic and often astringent taste, while service berries are known for their sweeter, more palatable flavor, often described as a blend of blueberry and blackberry. Oh my gosh, that sounds so good. I don't know. Maybe I got to figure out a way to keep it small and keep it somewhere. Holy cow. Yeah, that's huge. A Raising Cane ad. Yeah, we haven't figured out if the ads are towards the viewer or if they have something to do with, like, my channel. But we did just get a Raising Cane. Forgive me for eating in front of you guys. Let me remove that one. But that's a huge plant. Yeah, that sounds like that would be for me too. Chocolate chip cookies. Yummy. But I think they are geared towards you guys. I turn off my Oh, what is that? Personalized ads? I don't have that on. Cece, hey girl, welcome in. Good to see you. We're just discussing the things that we would want to grow again and again, even if, we moved. And I was saying, mulberries are something that always need to be in my yard or my garden. I know. Wait, I might, if they keep hammering you guys with ads, I might have to I don't know, turn it off. I don't know how that works. I don't think it'll let me turn it off. It's like once you're in, you're in. Good luck getting out. Okay, it does all depend on your settings in your Google account. Yeah, and I turn mine off. Yeah, that would be great for the Ariana berries. Now, are you, with all your jams, do you ever do any way like a spread, kind of how they do the Polaner fruit spreads, where it's kind of like a less sugar? Because that's what I want to look at. I mean, I was only 1 point in when I got my test, but they were like, "You're borderline." I'm like, "No." J3GS Farm. Oh, hey, so good to see you, bro. And Badass Thing, I see you. Badass 93 Stang. Good to see you. But yeah, go ahead and drop some of those favorites in the side chat, or I can also drop the link for anybody who wants to come up and talk about some of their favorite plants as far as, annuals, trees, shrubs. We've gotten serviceberry. We had tart cherry, which I'm jealous. I would love tart cherry. Joe Serrano was telling me about another. Oh, I showed off my cute little peaches. I know people from Georgia don't come for me because they are cute, but they are packed with flavor. This is the Florida Belle Tropical Peach. It's so cute. You can't really see how red and the colors are just so pretty. I did a short on it which shows the colors a little bit better. I think I'm up to 9 by the time I pick the last two off. I'm just hoping that we have rats, and I'm really hoping a rat doesn't figure out how to climb that tree. My tree is only like this big. And right now, the other one that I think I would want to keep is the soursop. And I did see it looks like I've got 2 fruit. I'm hoping it will fruit some more. It was flowering like crazy. It only gave me 2 fruit last season. Salute. Mm, but yeah, um, such great peach flavor. Uh-oh, that's not good. That's weird though. Can you see her in here, Mikes? You always want ground cherries. Yeah, see, that falls into the nightshades for me, even though I will probably try and grow. I have some cherry tomatoes that I might try and grow, but it's more or less like I love tomatoes, but it's more or less for my husband so he can have some fresh from the garden. Yeah, you can say strawberries. Of course. They just do not do well. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That's weird, Mike. Sorry. And sometimes that works and sometimes it doesn't with the mod thing too, I find with YouTube. YouTube's weird. I have a problem with hey Tofu, welcome in. It's good to see you. Hello, Tofu. Yep. We're doing pretty good for a full moon. It's a weird day, but we're doing pretty good. I had to throw my sneakers in the wash because of all the mashed up mulberries. I wasn't thinking and wore my white sneakers out there. Not good. Oh, okay. Yeah. I haven't tried that either. And a lot of the monk fruit has oh, what's it called? The one that's derived from corn and now they're saying might be a little bit dangerous. The erythritol. It'll say organic monk fruit. and then you turn it over and look at the ingredients, and it's like monk fruit and, well, they don't say and, but erythritol and monk fruit or whatever, comma. But yeah, that might be something to try. I'm just wondering if you could do like somehow do the apple scrap jelly, but I guess that, yeah, that would need sugar too. I'm just wondering if there's a way, because the apple scrap is really just for pectin. Bummer. Anybody make like low sugar jams or know of a good video on that? Probably. Oh yeah, totally. Finger slip. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay, you can do it with the apple pectin. Okay. Thank you, Silly Lily. Yeah, because I feel bad sometimes we have these great, fruits that are packed with vitamins and everything, and then we cook the crap out of them and then throw a bunch of sugar on top. And as you age, you do not need more sugar hitting your liver. Oh, thank you, Betta. Oh, you have no answers yet to see what tastes good or not. Yeah, but you did get new like trees, and that's exciting. I won't. Cherimoya is, I believe, Adamoya, Cherimoya. I have to look that up. I'm having a brain fart right now. But I do have cherimoya starts, and I want to separate them. I've been just letting them go in like a little pile. I just kind of dropped them, and I'm like, let's see what you do. A bunch of them came up, and I obviously did that either with cherimoya or soursop because they look very similar. Dropped a pile in another area. They're all coming up. So I need to dig those up and start to separate all the little starts. I can't. Soursop is also related to sweet sop, which is sugar apple. Let's see. Cherimoya has more of a smooth, and cherimoya is also related to the custard apple, which I have the red custard apple. Yeah. Cherimoya, also known as a custard apple, is a green cone-shaped fruit with creamy sweet flesh. The insides look exactly like a soursop. To me, the outside doesn't have the spiky appearance like the soursop does. And let's see, the cherimoya itself is known for its unique, somewhat tropical flavor, described as a mix of pineapple, banana, strawberry. Okay, first of all, let's tackle that. Very mild flavors of those. It's still delicious. It's just the way they make it sound, it's like you're getting fruit punch in your mouth. It's a very mild hint of those flavors in the cherimoya. Soursop um, has a more acidic, at least the Jamaican one does. Hold on, let me look it up. Um, and I love the Jamaican one. I like that bite. Mine is very mild. Like it doesn't have that bite, but that was the first fruiting. Okay, let's see. Cherimoya and soursop are both tropical fruits with unique characteristics, but they differ in taste and potential health benefits. Cherimoya has a creamy custard-like texture and a sweet tropical flavor, um, like what we just talked about, often described as banana, pineapple, and strawberry. Soursop, on the other hand, has a more sourish, lemony flavor, though it can also be sweet and tangy, and that's what I've had experience with, sweet and tangy. And then mine are just sweet. Both fruits are rich in nutrients, but soursop is known for its potential anti-inflammatory and cancer-fighting properties. Let me see what the key difference is. Cherimoya is primarily sweet and tropical, while soursop has a sourish, lemony flavor with a mix of other tropical fruits. I didn't find it really lemony, though. when I had it. It's almost undescribable, the tartness to me. And it's addictive. It's really weird. Whatever it does with your brain, it's almost addictive with that little, you know, bite of acid. Let's see. And yeah, the cherimoya was really, to me, it was kind of bland, but I got my cherimoyas from the grocery store because we have Sprouts, and Sprouts brings them in. I'm not seeing anything about the family though. I'll research that a little bit more. It's not telling me that, which bothers me. Cherimoya. It's Adamoya. Hold on. Soursop family. Same family. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Cherimoya versus soursop versus custard apple. I'm just reading the AI overview. Um, Let me see if they have a picture and then I can blow that up and show you guys. I'm coming back over. Sorry, guys, I'm getting behind the side chat. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Mike. Yeah, I know. Smart move. I just got so excited and they were starting to like just fall and not thinking they're falling and I'm in white sneakers. It was more like, let me go grab a bowl and get some of these before they are all on the ground. But some of them were good size, and of course, those are the ones that would like bounce off me and hit the ground, and I was like, "Arr!" Yeah, I have some I can't see, but if I can't see them, sometimes that's, for my peace. Yeah, isn't that crazy? They mix it in the stevia. Yep. Oh yeah, there are invasive mulberries, like the wild mulberries, that I've heard that people are just like, I'm over it. This stuff comes up everywhere. However, it's free food. It's free food, so. I'm not sure what that one is. Mona's pectin? I don't know what that is. Wait a minute, what gives bubble guts? Mulberries? What did I miss? Oh, if you eat like too much cherimoya, those yellow dragon fruit give you bubble guts. Those will clean you out, but they're delicious. Okay, so then the Illinois everbearing might be the Illinois dwarf everbearing might be a good move. And I don't know, keep it small and maybe bird net it. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I have some of those jars I've done like the wild blueberry jam. Mm, True, exactly. You need friends with mulberries who hate them, just like Mother Earth, who will let you come over to their property and pick them. Hey, DCPs, welcome in. And that's the other thing too, is like they are prolific flower, like they're prolifically, let me try that again. They flower all the time. They're very prolific at flowering, so great for those bees and, butterflies, anything looking for pollen. They're great for that. At least my everbearing is like that. True. If you plant it, you deem it yours. Ooh, backyard fish pond. I don't know if you guys have seen, I think it was, what is his name? It's not Garrett, but it might be Garrett, the guy who does the yoink when he goes out into the Everglades. And he's had some shorts on our gators because the gators do like this guttural uh, call for their mates, and that's what's going on right now. And oh my gosh, it looks so scary the way that they like they'll lift their head and their tail out. And I saw a short today where it's like, oh, you're at the launch for your boat, and here's this guy, greeting you. Do you go in? Eh, Very intimidating. But they kick each other out too. That's why this time of year is a little sketch. To be walking at night in any place where we have ponds. Same thing like golf courses, even as it gets dark and at dusk, because they will kick each other out, the males, and the other male will have to go and find a new pond. And we were seeing like this melee too of iguanas, and they were just like running out in the street and stuff. And it occurred to me, oh yeah, they're looking for mates too. It's springtime. Only when you're around, you create trouble. Oh no. Okay, she's got a lake. I have the canal, but they keep it's a drainage canal and they keep draining it. So it's been very low. But we're also very low on rain. I drove home from Broward County in a tropical storm, came home and I had gotten sprinkles. And I thought we had gotten a lot more rain. Next day, basil was just dead because I hadn't planted it too. That was my fault. It was a start. It's so hard because sometimes J3 is right at my crazy time when everybody's coming home and we're having dinner. But yeah, I need to hit the replay and catch some of his. And speaking of replays, please consider going over and watching any that you've missed from Diva in the Dirt. And Shawnee is still working on her hours for monetization. Okay, so throw some more at me that you guys like want to always have that you need to have. I know Cece was saying ground cherries. Awesome. Awesome. I was seeing a beekeeper um on YouTube and he was saying like how people are like, "Oh, you're stealing the bees' honey." And he's like, "No, you have to understand that it can get old and it can breed disease and no, we're actually helping the bees survive by removing the honey and some of the comb that is like that that's headed towards that direction." And I didn't know if you beekeepers agreed with that. You like squirrels? How is that squirrel, Mike? Did it come back or recover? Oh, the erythritol. Yeah, any of those can really do that. And same thing with one time I had xylitol, and it was like being touted as really safe and won't, really raise your blood sugar, plus great for your teeth. Made a mistake and put it in my coffee because it came in a shaker, like at the, health food store. Yeah, no, never did that again. Oh, oh no. Oh, you're so good at supporting her. I have got to get better with my support. I fall down into those like shorts holes and then just end up doing that. Not good. Nice. Ooh, hyssop. I think I had the coreopsis. Do not like the smell of geranium. Aw. I'm probably way behind. Ooh, yeah. I want to make some elderberry jelly or even just some elderberry syrup. Oh, okay. You betcha. Let me find the darn link. Hold on. Doo-doo-doo. That's weird. Oh, here it is. Okay. Okay. It's being weird. No, that's not what we do, Carol. It says copied, but okay, there we go. Yes. Here is the link for my friends. They come up and chit chat and tell us. There's the link. Oh yeah, the zero sugar chocolates. Also the lollipops when like you're a kid, when those first came out, and that sorbitol. Ooh, they should actually just. Why can't they do that for us for like when it's time for that colonoscopy? Just give us candy. It's made out of sugar-free candy. Like make it enjoyable. And we don't. We see some. Oh, you guys have chipmunks. I think they're so adorable. Please welcome to the stage, Cece's Texas Garden. Hey,
I was
girl.
like, this woman is never going to read. I put it like
No,
a
I
couple
am so
times.
behind. I am
I
so behind because
know.
trying to look up stuff.
I know. You
Sorry,
went down
guys.
that rabbit hole. I
Hey,
was like, she
Mimsy.
gone. How are
Aw,
you,
yeah.
ma'am?
Please pray. All right. Please pray for Mimsy's garden. Her mom has now stopped wanting fluids.
Oh,
So, yeah, she's been wonderful at taking care of her mother, and
mm,
said 11 years now. She said eight
wow.
years immobile. Yeah, she's a pretty incredible caregiver. Praying for you, Mimsy, and your mama.
Definitely.
Let's see how bad it is. I'm trying. I'm scrolling. Um, yeah, it's understandable why you're exhausted. I remember those days.
Mm,
Definitely. So hard because you want them to eat, you want them to drink, but then it just hurts them. And
right.
ugh, you've never heard of that? The Raising Cane? Oh, they
They
have
probably don't
really.
have that up north. They probably don't have that up north.
Oh, maybe. Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe
because
they
this is
don't.
more southern thing.
Yeah, we just got ours, and I have to say the breading was light, the chicken was moist, but it was bland, and that bothered
Yes.
me. Like it
Yes.
was so bland. I
It
was like,
is.
"What's up with that?" And I
It
think
is
it's because they want you
the,
getting their
the
dips.
sauce.
Like, yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And for, I don't know what that is. Oh, Shields? What is that? I don't even know what that is. And BetterHelp. Yeah, I need some BetterHelp. That must be aimed at me. Go to that
My,
BetterHelp. I'm
my Renaissance said, I thought you fell asleep waiting, talking about me.
so
I
sorry.
was
I am
waiting.
so
I was
sorry.
waiting.
All right, let me rush down here. Thank you for posting to you in the dirt. Oh, Mike says he loves ground cherries. Okay, you guys have already been. Hey, sorry, I'm so far behind. Yes, it's gross. Oh, good, you saved it. Okay. I was la la la. Just repeat your question if I missed it, guys. I am so sorry. I'm gonna like get all the way down here. Let's see. The video of the sick will make you cry. It was so sad, but I'm so glad you saved it, Mike. That's so hard. I hate that seeing wildlife sick or wildlife murdered by other wildlife. That is just, that's harsh. Like the crow that took the duckling in front of me that day. I was just so mad. It just picked it up and took it up way on a pole, but right in front of me. And I was like,
Mm,
no, this is wrong. Don't do that.
mm, mm, mm.
But
Thank you, Miss Sharon,
named
for
her.
dropping my link.
Yeah, thank you. So what's been up with you, Miss Cece? How are things
Oh,
going over there?
girl, I have been busy this weekend. Well, since Thursday, really.
Oh,
Meetups, and meetups.
oh, I think I saw something about a seed swap in your area, which was very cool.
Me and my bestie, she, uh, it's another channel. They came from Cape Cod. So, yeah,
Oh
so
my
he's
gosh.
yeah, so he came from Massachusetts,
Wow.
and he came, and so it was really fun. He spent the night at her house, and so I spent the night over there last night. We did seed
Oh, cool.
exchange. We had sifting with soil over there, so Mona was there. So we exchanged seeds and everything.
Salmona.
And
Love
then
them.
today we had more meetups, and tomorrow meetups. So I'm meeting lots of YouTubers, so I
Mm.
have a lot of content, that will be coming.
Oh, wow. That's great. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Yeah. So any good seeds, or are you gonna leave that for video? Like
Yeah,
any
I'm gonna probably
surprise
leave
seeds
it
you
for video,
can't
but
talk? Okay.
but I tell you what, I'll just say this because
Mhm.
it's really not my video to say yet, because I
Mhm.
video as well. But if you do
Yeah.
order seeds from places, make sure they are legit seed
Right.
companies, because
Yeah.
um I just say this: someone that came to exchange seeds with us, they were not. I mean, we
Oh,
you could clearly see they were not the seeds. Like, okay, I'll give you an example. A package of watermelon seeds was mustard seeds.
oh no. Oh no.
Like, seriously, you can definitely tell that is not watermelon seeds. It is like some
Right.
mustard green seeds or something. I was like,
Oh, poor thing.
oh
Oh
my
no.
gosh.
Were
So
they a
there.
new gardener that got duped? Is that what
I
happened
mean,
with
you
the
don't
newer
know
one?
what you're getting until you get it in the package when you
Till you open
order.
it.
Like, you know how they order like the big pack of like survival seeds. Not that is that, but I'm saying, like, you know how you order it and it has like
Right.
36 packs of something, so you don't know until you open it. Of course, this
Hmm.
person knew, and she was like, "Oh, hold up, this is definitely not the
Right.
seeds." So yeah, so now she's got to get in touch with the company and all that kind of stuff. So oh,
Wait a minute. He's talking about
that was
the xylitol gum. I don't know if I
yeah.
have my empty one. I do get one, but I get it from TJ Maxx, Joel,
Mhm.
and Joe Serrano, and it is a xylitol gum that I enjoy very much. But then I was hearing that they've done, and I don't know if this is true, because you know how those
What are zellies?
studies are.
What is
Hmm?
those? What are those?
It's a xylitol based gum instead of a sugar based gum, so it helps with tooth decay. But
Oh,
they're finding out supposedly that xylitol, and I don't know how much you have to ingest, that it can coagulate blood. And
oh,
yeah, that's a little concern for people who might have that issue with, thicker blood and
yeah.
issue.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, but of course, I don't know how much, am I, doing like 45 packets of that gum?
Right.
I'm not sure how much until it causes that side effect.
They're listing all the ads that they're having.
Oh, I
Jergens,
am so
commercial
sorry.
ads.
Hi,
I know I had a
Jerkins.
whole a long commercial. It was like something about shoes or something.
Oh, wow.
So,
Yeah, I get some interesting ones. I get that guy though all the time who wants me to invest. You know him who's like, and one time he says he has a WhatsApp group. I'm like, all right, I'm checking this out. I want to go through the report and see what's going on with this. And I did, and then I kept getting it. And then I notice it's a different company every time. I'm like, this is AI and something is fishy.
Uh-huh.
I just,
Mhm.
I reported it a few times just to see, and a different company every single time using the same ad. That same guy, like just talking and sitting in a
Mhm.
chair and wanting you to,
Oh.
do stock
Mhm.
or whatever investments with him. With the way the weather's lining up, I may
Yeah, that
actually be able to
squirrel's
make some
trying to
spring
pick me up.
honey. Awesome. Do you see?
Why keep fighting with your
I'm glad.
squirrels?
I know Mike is so funny with his squirrels. He's beefing with the squirrel. He's jealous. Oh, she karate kicks you? No way. That's too funny. Our dog Bunny hops and tries to like almost like push us
Uh-huh.
when,
Uh-huh.
yeah, when she feels
Yes.
left out. It's a
Yeah.
schnauzer thing I heard. They bunny
Yes.
hop,
Yes.
but
Mine does.
naughty.
Yeah.
And she does
You
not
go right for the kneecaps.
teach.
I'm like, you are trying to make me fall over.
Right? Naughty little thing. Ooh, I wouldn't mind trying those. I've heard about those too, Mike's, the pineapple ground cherries.
Yes, they are delicious.
Do they have that hint of pineapple? Is it
It has a little. It has a little. I guess if you want to call it, it's more of like pineapple color than It just has a little bit of tart. Mhm.
oh, thanks, silly Lily. Yeah, she
Mm.
doesn't make as much content on here now. She'll post a lot more in FB because she just got tired of YT's stuff. Oh, that's funny. Jergens and a furniture ad, so you can
Yeah.
have smooth skin while you're sitting on your
Why
new
you lay on your
furniture.
furniture?
You might put in some garden work if it dries out enough. Oh, wow, you guys are getting all the rain. We need it down here in my spot. I've got like some kind of microclimate. I've noticed that since we moved to this city, that the rain just kind of grows around. It's like everybody gets soaked, and it's like, oh, sorry, you get a little. That's it. Let's clean up
You
in the
need to
winter,
get
except
some.
for a hurricane. Then we get it. We need to get some what, Cece?
Um, don't get me saying I need to get some mustard seeds for putting in resin necklaces.
Oh, I like that. Like faith, like a mustard seed. I
Oh,
saw
okay, okay.
this really cool one, Duncan, where they made like the sun and made like
Mhm.
a mountain scene and put the mustard seed as the sun. It was
Oh,
really neat.
that's
Really, really neat
cool.
idea. Yeah, I like that idea. But yeah, I haven't. I probably will have to use some mustard. We have the nematode population down here that's crazy. That's
Mm.
actually one of the reasons too I want to grow the tomatoes, like I said, because it'll show right away. They go right after the tomato roots, the root knot
Oh,
nematodes. They love
okay.
them for some reason. And
Mm.
that'll let me know where I've got an issue and where I need to drop more mustard seeds and let them, because they are a fumigant and they will not be able to repopulate in the roots of mustard. And then you can leave the mustard roots in the ground to help kind of kill them off, like
I didn't know
break up
that.
their
So
life cycle. It's the
I
same
need,
thing with marigolds. French marigolds have it
uh-huh.
too.
I need to
I
probably
forget the
put
name
some
of.
mustard seeds along with my okra because I always get some nematode actions or something at the bottom. It doesn't affect the okra because the okra is
Mhm.
gonna grow, but like at the end of the season, and I'm pulling them up and I'm seeing all the you know knots on it and all that kind of stuff. Hmm.
Mother Earth, I didn't read anything about that, but I do know I supposedly working a lot of organic matter into the soil helps with our sandy soil down here because they seem to really love sandy soil. I'll have to look into that and see. I can just Google it right now. Let me see. Eggshells. and nematodes. Nematodes, Florida. Because yeah, I definitely could do that.
So, have you ever
Here's
bought
the
any
yeah.
of the good
Um, well,
toads?
no, I haven't done the good nematode thing. They were
I'm
pricey when they
thinking about
first came
doing that.
out. The price,
I'm
yeah,
thinking
they're
about doing
getting
that because
better.
these fire ants is ridiculous. And I'm so sick of them being in my beds and everything. And I'm like, I need to get some nematodes to get rid of them.
Mm, yeah, well, thankfully, um, I don't have a huge ant issue, but I did notice them over near my new roses, which I was kind of mad about. I was
Mm.
like, don't you dare. Don't you dare. Okay. It says while eggshells can contribute to healthy soil and provide nutrients, they are not a direct control for nematodes. They can be beneficial for creating a more diverse soil ecosystem, which may indirectly help suppress the nematodes. So, just like I said, you need a lot of organic matter, which helps throw off the nematodes too.
Mm.
And it probably increases those beneficial nematodes with all the organic matter. And another Florida gardener was saying it was a certain animal. They look like really small cows.
Uh
Their
huh.
manure helps with it. I'll have to like post that in my posts or, our community when I
Hmm.
go back and find the name of that animal.
Wow.
There's no name then. Yeah. Well, you're probably cover cropping with the mustard in those areas, Joe. It's possible it does help so much that you might not need the pesticide insecticides. I've never used pesticide insecticides though for nematodes because they're down in like that's a soil drench and I don't like that. It's
Hmm.
another reason why I'm leery of like citrus down here. They soil drench it with pesticides and all kinds of stuff because of canker and the greening that we've had down here that almost took out our industry.
Wow.
Yeah, I saw those. I can't think of the name of the company, but they sell a lot of things like that and organic um, pest control. French Marigold's Planet with tomato helps with root. Yep. Yeah, I can't seem to get my French marigolds to just come up for some reason. Those seeds, I don't know what I'm doing wrong with marigolds, or if I'm just trying to grow them at the wrong time of the year. Because I do notice when I go and get them, even as starts, once our heat
Hmm.
starts to kick in, they just are like, bleh, they're dead. They're just like, no,
Really?
we can't handle this. Yeah, I don't know why.
Maybe you need African
Mm,
marigolds.
maybe gotta find some
But
African
then
American.
those are tall. They're not. They're not short marigolds. They can
Oh,
get 3, 4 feet.
I don't mind that. And spill a little around my house and voila. Yeah, they do. That borax does help with ants and fleas, but then you also have to be careful your pets don't ingest it.
Mhm.
Um, but we've used it, yeah, in carpet for fleas. We've used it in Mother Earth when my brother had a cat that got his carpet infested. So he says,
Oh,
fire
they
ant problem, same
do.
here. Oh, oh my gosh. I
Oh
didn't
well,
know
I
they
don't
could
know.
do that.
Ooh.
Grapefruit though, yummy.
Hmm. I don't have a
You
grapefruit
get
tree.
monster size. See, but you're in a cooler climate. So I'm wondering, you know how the big box stores are. They always send stuff into zones that it's like, that don't belong here. Like, what?
Hmm.
Why that? Great.
Oh yeah, you might have African marigolds, Mike. They get
Yeah, let
big.
me check. Oh, okay. So then, yeah, maybe he does. Maybe they're just more hardy, and I'll look into those then. Yes, welcome back, Michelle. We're good. Tomato trellis. Nice. Yeah, that was the other thing I was thinking about talking about. Since we did hit on the trellises, it was vertical gardening, like just different systems and showing those even indoors things that you can set up. Because a lot of us uh, don't all have like these big properties to grow on. We have urban or suburban, don't have I see some of these people who have these farms, and I'm just like, that is so nice for you. But I don't have that, and I can't just do that. Oh, thank you. Okay, so the French ones need the hot summer. Okay.
Yeah.
Huh,
Mm-hmm.
maybe my seeds I got weren't, too viable. I don't know, silly Lily. Do you like pre-start the yours inside? Because I'm like
Nope.
direct
I just
sower.
drop seeds. Just
Yeah,
drop
me
seeds
too.
in
I
there.
don't
Yeah.
need it. All right, I'll look. Yeah, okay, because of my heat. Yeah, 10B, 11A ain't no joke. Rose bushes here in Minnesota that were for, yeah, see what I'm talking about? 8 and 9 or zone 5. Yeah, they do that to us too. It's crazy. I ordered mine. They have a weird name, but I ordered them because they're a thornless variety. They still kind of have like a little pricker to them when you touch the stems, but they don't have thorns. And they climb. I was looking for a climbing thornless variety because my son grabs everything, like I said, and I didn't want him to grab thorns, rose thorns.
Right.
Okay, so in a cool, moist area, they won't. Okay. Okay. Okay, and you do start them indoor. Okay, maybe I need to do that. I'm not good at that. I over love plants that I have to start indoors, or I don't give them. I finally got though a grow light, and then it's the thing that it's hanging on is too big for any of my surfaces I have set up right now. So it like
Oh.
would hang off. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I have
I'm getting
stuff
ready
with
to set it
no
up.
lights.
Yeah. Well, you were doing too, like the kits, like weren't you? Uh, like what Mrs. T was doing, that she's
Oh,
doing,
hydroponics.
the hydroponics, yeah,
Oh yeah, I've been doing hydroponics for now
for
two
a
years.
while, right? Yeah.
Hmm. Oh, I love hydroponics. If I can't get something to grow outside or in the soil under the grow lights, I'm putting it in hydroponics because
Mother Earth's
it
like,
will grow.
hi, neighbor, to Mike, to neighbors. Oh no, Duncan, yeah, did you win? Yeah, I want to do that too, CC, if I can't grow it outside, especially even seasonal. Like if I want some lettuce, and we're going into now spring. Spring here is little summer, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
you know, you know,
Yes.
hydroponics for the win comes in with GT Junior
Yes.
grows in Alaska.
GTU.
Oh,
Definitely.
I should have pinned the link. I didn't even think about that. Y'all in the side chat, I pretty much trust most of you. You are welcome to grab the link and come up. Because it has been lonely without my deep in the dirt. Miss her.
Where is she at?
Miss her.
She on vacation?
She's taking some time off. I told her, I said I told people for R&R, and I gave it a different word instead of rest and relaxation, because that's not what she's doing right now. She's
Okay.
got it posted. She's going through something with her how do you say it? Like how we would get audited for taxes,
Oh yeah.
in you would get off with the federal government, but then all of a sudden your state would come after you.
Hmm.
Well, she's had that happen, and the federal let her go. Everything seemed fine, and her province is now coming after her and saying
Oh,
it's not looking good. Like
oh,
it's just rotten. It's rotten.
yeah. Yeah.
Um, but she's saying it's happening to other people up there too. It's just sad.
Mm.
Oh, okay. Yes, that's where I had actually had the nematodes and um a certain start that begins with a B and ends with an E that's sold at big box stores brought them in like like crazy. Like I didn't have the problem with any of my tomato. I had Everglades tomatoes in there until I put the starts from the big box stores in there. So it came in their soil, which
Good night,
stunk.
Mother Earth.
Good
Mother Earth.
night. Thanks for coming in, Mother Earth Garden. Thank you. Garden Club, let me not live. You have a lovely evening too. Thank you. Yes, please do.
So, did you?
I need
Okay, so
that.
you were saying, I see your title is Full Moon Garden. Did you put anything out there?
I was tempted to go out and drop something during the full moon. I haven't looked at what I can do, but I'm not opposed to going out in the dark and digging a hole and dropping some things in.
Right.
So we'll see. The night's not over. The more, even in the early morning, I would go out and do it. Right now, my canna lilies are coming up. I put down six, but I'm only seeing it looks like four. So I was trying to balance them out, like three on each side as I face my gate and be all. But I don't even know what colors. I got a multicolor pack, so I need
Okay.
to see when they come up. And then I have elephant. I have the taro. Um,
Hmm.
but I'm not quite sure where I want to put the elephant ear and if I want to maybe start it off in those large tubs like Tixie
Uh-huh.
uses and I use, and
Right.
I can't seem to find them at my Walmart lately. I don't know if everybody's just caught on to that they're easy,
Probably. Put the
for
trees in it. I use it for the
hmm
tree. Hmm.
yeah, for the tree pots exactly. But it, down here, that taro and elephant ear can go nuts. Like it can just spread everywhere. And with our snakes and stuff, I really d- don't want a lot of coverage.
Shawnee said,
JC,
JC Penney and Homestead.
so sorry. What is that, like three now for you, Shawnee? This is supposed to be actually their mild version, and we're only an hour in.
Hmm.
Unbelievable. But I will tell you what, they will push this out because they can throw, I gave them
Oh,
permission to
yeah.
throw ads on it.
Uh-huh.
Like, do you find that, Cece, when you make it a little bit longer and they can fit more ads in, that they push that one out more?
Oh, yeah. I was watching some show, some YouTuber, and
Hmm.
I swear it was five commercials before I can even say like skip ad. It was five commercials, and
Wow.
and it kept saying, okay, you know how it'll say next, or I don't know if you see that, but it'll say
Yeah.
you can click the next, and then
Uh-huh.
it has a little circle like the countdown clock of how long before
Uh-huh.
all the ads end. It was
Uh-huh.
five commercials before I was like, I don't even really watch this channel. It's like,
Oh my
well, I get paid
gosh.
today.
Right? Yeah, no, I don't like that. I don't like it when they have those ones that it's like you're forced to watch the whole thing, like you said, and
Yes.
there's no skip. I don't
Mm-mm.
like that at all. And so that's why I was like, no, the least. And then I'm going to do an experiment and put the mid roll, which is I'm supposed to insert it, but they still do
Mm-hmm.
insert it
Yeah, they
anyway. It's
do.
so
Right.
confusing.
It is.
They actually even just sent those of us who are monetized a little note that says we're going to start putting more on your mid.
Yes.
Like you can
Yep.
say no, but they're going to do it anyway. It's like we're just letting you know you're getting more ads on your stuff that so we can make more money.
Mm-hmm.
And because a lot more people are trying to grab a piece of that pie and
Yep.
they're trying to up those and keep their money too. What I find funny is it's like, don't you dare go out and buy any people to watch your channel more. But for $200, we will push you.
Right.
We will help buy them through
Yep.
us. It's like, what? Come on, that ain't right. And it's
I
not a
just
guarantee because they're like, oh,
Clubhouse, Mike. So, hey,
I
babe.
know, does it? Excuse me. Yeah, we do have. Yeah, we have J.C. Penney still. Actually, come to
Oh,
think
do
of it,
y'all?
here.
Ours is closed.
We have one because it had Sephora in it, and then Sephora left, and
Mm.
excuse me, and they made like their own Sephora. They like just
Oh,
copied all a lot of the stuff that
wow.
Sephora was bringing
Uh-uh.
in. Yeah, but that's only in like one of the like the mall that's kind of surviving. We have this super wealthy mall that's up in Palm Beach Gardens. This is the mid-range uh, mall, and then another super wealthy one down in Boca. But this one is out in Wellington, and Wellington is still doing well. But our mall locally, which I'm not going to shout out the name, but oh, it's bad. The building's bad. The only thing is I don't know how they did it. They sold off some of the anchor spots, like they sold
Uh-huh.
it instead of
Yeah.
rented it. So
Yeah.
now to redevelop it, the person has to like negotiate with like there's a big mega church there, and there's some other business there that bought, and it's like what a mess. And it's going, the whole thing is going downhill. We really, and it's a lot of property, as you know, like these older malls. We really
Mm-hmm.
could use something new to like lift the
Yeah.
area up.
They
Oh,
did that to our local mall. They wound up taking it out because the buildings were slowly, they were selling
mm-hmm.
it and all that, and it was just
Right.
so worn down. Like I was going there when I was a kid, so they finally just
Yeah.
and tore it
Yeah.
down, and so now the
I'm
property is
not
just
sure.
sitting out there, just grass.
Oh, really? Yeah, they've even talked about that, like doing, part of it being a grassy area or putting around like a walking path. And when they were having people run for, I think it was mayor or yeah, it was mayor. And it was only one person who answered, and they're like, we can't even talk to you about that because we don't have ownership of that property. Like people are like, what are you going to do with the mall? And da da da. It's like, it doesn't matter what we want to do with it. The city doesn't own it. There's multiple owners on that land, and
Right.
until they decide they all want to sell,
And
we have
like
nothing to do with it.
the nostalgia of going to the mall is not the same as it was in the 80s and early
No.
90s. It was just like that was the thing. That was life.
Right, right. Yeah, I have replaced that with going to the big box stores and nurseries pretty much. And I will take my daughter to the mall, and like if during the summer the mall is the place where you can at least go and walk around and it's air conditioned.
Right.
But yeah, we don't go too often unless like maybe a movie, that's,
Mm-hmm.
and she's the one who's always planning those outings. I'm more of a homebody who wants to go to nurseries and plant sales and maybe the beach just to see the beach. And then I'm like, why did I go to the beach? That was a fiasco because Malachi like throws sand and stuff. He's very sensory oriented. Like, I mean, he will put it on his hair, in his hair,
Mm-hmm. Oh,
and
that's gonna
he's
take
got
a
those.
while to get out.
Oh, it's horrible.
I
It's
know.
horrible to
I
get
know. When you said that, I was like,
him.
oh my gosh. Yes.
Oh my gosh. It's so, yeah. After he did that again, we cut well, my husband did it. My husband took him to the barber and had the top cut
Wow.
down. He didn't shave it,
Yes.
thank God. But I told my
Mm-hmm.
husband, like, no more with this barber. He cannot cut our son's curls properly. It's like he gets home, and if I comb it out, it's like,
Oh
I'm like,
no.
uh, yeah. He can do a good skin fade on the sides, but then it's like, what the heck's going
Right.
on up top? That ain't right. So I'm always like patting down little areas to even it out. Crazy. But yeah, I I love going to the plant sales, but I have to be careful because it's like you get carried away really easily when you see like at Plantapalooza, that one lovely man gave me that Jabota cup for only $20.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
that's like giving you, a drug addict a hit of the drug that they love. Like, what? $20
Mhm,
fruit tree. Let me go see if I can cut any more deals
mhm,
while I'm here. And that peach tree, I had just actually seen one at a big box store and they wanted 80 for it. This couple gave me that fruit tree for 45 in the peach, and it was already with fruit on it. And I'm like, you got it. I'm taking that too. That's coming
mhm,
home with me.
mhm,
But
mhm.
yeah, it that's where my spending goes mostly. Unless like if I'm with my daughter and there's like a really good sale, and I have to say our mall had and this is for other people who have one of these. I think it's called Arrow, that
Uh-huh.
store, Air Postal.
Oh,
Linen,
AirPods.
50% off.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
50
Oh yeah.
50% off linen pants, and I got an organic actually linen shirt for 25, which is unheard of down here, and that fabric is so good during the summer. So good.
Mm.
But anyway, off topic. Um the let's see. The other see mulberry would be one for me. The other one of course would be my bananas because both of those two things will just flourish and I can ignore them. Like I can be like, "Oh yeah, you're there. I got to water you and give you something to eat." But they're still fruiting. They're like, "Oh, you like my one banana had this rack on it and I just looked at it yesterday and it's like, oh, it's not looking so good. Today it's like it's giving up the ghost. I'm like, okay, it's time for the rack to come off
Mm.
now. But it's not, it hasn't ripened yet, which I
Oh.
find with this banana, like some people are like, oh, it's a plantain. I'm like, no, it's a cooking banana because it still ripens into a sweet,
Oh.
almost citrusy banana.
Mhm.
And yeah, it's still green. And then another time I left them out and they turned yellow. So I'm like, what is going on with these bananas of mine? They're so, I like it better when they start to ripen on the rack because usually they're plumper and better.
Mhm.
So anyway, but yeah, those are my two must haves. Uh, Plants, as far as like smaller plants or annuals, I'm not really super picky. I do love broccoli. I've never grown it. I have to
Oh
say
yeah.
that. It's like one of my favorite vegetables. I've never grown it because
Mm.
we have to grow it in what is other people's winter.
Mhm.
And I can't seem to get out there with Malachi because he tears stuff up.
Mhm.
But I'm learning. I'm learning to take quick breaks, like just run out there when he's busy with something and I drop seeds. I like
Right.
make a plan. Yeah,
Uh
I
huh.
just drop seeds and run back in. I did that with the roselle. The roselle are real slow going, it seems like, my
Mm.
starts. I don't know
Okay.
how long, when you've grown your roselle, how long has it taken till they kind of produce the calyxes for you?
They won't produce it until the days get shorter. And
Oh,
so,
okay.
like
So
when
is he?
daylight saving time, yeah, when it goes back, so we won't get
Mhm.
calyx until October.
Oh, okay. Well, then the size makes sense then, I
Yeah,
guess. They just still look pretty small. I thought
yeah,
they would
mine are
grow a
small
lot
too.
faster. Okay.
Mm-mm, no,
Oh, good night, silly Lily. Thanks for coming in. Yeah,
yeah,
I
sure.
totally understand that. And with the pink moon, oh, that's right. I was gonna hit on that. That it's the first full moon of spring, and it's actually how they know when to put Easter is the pink full moon.
Mm,
It's occurring on, of course, tonight at 8:22 p.m. It went up, but it is basically, what does it say? Also called the Paschal moon and marks the first full moon of spring and is used to determine the date of Easter. This month also brings a micro moon, which I'll have to look that up.
huh,
Yeah, it's really interesting, and it had all different names from different indigenous people. which is now, oh my gosh, what Golf Galaxy? What?
Ads are getting them. The ads are getting.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, do an individual account for you all. I'm wondering if they're throwing like the same amount at everybody or if it's based off of when you come in and how they're like somehow timing you in my side chat, like how long you're there.
They're like, oh yeah, they'll
And they're
tell me.
really getting storms. I'm so sorry. It does help me though. I've still got like just $50 sitting there that doesn't seem to grow. I just like I need to put out videos, but then the videos it's like yeah, it's AdSense like they say. It is cents on the dollar. These people on YouTube who are able to really make a good amount of money are really getting a lot of views. A lot of
Hmm.
views. But it still helps. I mean, every little bit helps from going for free to having some, plant money. I truly appreciate it. You think they come at different times for each person? Yeah, I think so too, Abe. I think they do. But I'm just wondering, yeah, how many people are getting it. Oh, what? Yeah, that's what Cece and I were just talking about with like if you choose that I'll insert my own ads, they had a little note to us that is like, yeah, but we're gonna put in more.
Hmm.
You can decide yes or no, but it's yes, basically. We're just letting you know what we're gonna do to your channel.
Right.
Yeah. And then it was funny because right after we got our monetization, they started YouTube got wise and pushed out like Shawnee was getting pushed out like crazy and she's not monetized. They started pushing out everybody who wasn't monetized and let our stuff hang back, the ones that were
Mm.
monetized, so they could
Wow.
keep most of the money. I was like, that's shady. That's some
Oh,
shady crap,
oh
YouTube.
man.
Yeah. I mean, we're grateful for the platform because it does help us make money, YouTube. Please don't come for me. But that
But
was
yeah, it
just
used to be where the only ones that had commercial was the people that was monetized. So then you know who
right.
was monetized. But then when they start putting it on, everybody's like, "Well, you don't know if they monetized or not. Should you watch the video or they're not?" You know what I'm saying? Because if somebody's not monetized, I'm not gonna sit there and watch the ad because it don't help them.
Right.
It just.
Right. Hmm. Yep, that's usually what I kind of try and check. I'm like, okay, is this channel monetized? Because I'm not
Mhm.
going to be doing that. Yeah, soon, Abe. Um, I do have some ideas and my new logo and everything I'd like to put on a shirt. I just haven't gotten to sit with it because really I bought a domain and that's why I changed my name because that was a domain I could get as a .com. I have not set up a website. I haven't had time like to do it with Malachi. And I don't know what it is about this age, but my I feel like my ADHD is worse.
Mm-mm.
Just the focus is so bad. But I was watching something about our dopamine and epinephrine in our brain, and if they are not balanced, it can totally screw up like our follow through, our focus. And those are the two chemicals or neuro transmitters, I mean, that people with ADHD struggle with. That's why the impulsive behavior. That's why like crazy relationships and because they go out and seek excitement or something to stir them
Mhm.
because it ups their dopamine.
Mhm.
Of course we could exercise, but that sucks.
Right.
Everything it's always like you should eat right and exercise. It's like, okay, can we have something more fun? Like something like
Right.
I'd actually really, really want to do because
Mhm.
I want to eat ice cream and cake sometimes.
Yes.
Oh, is that how much it is? 13.99 a month? Is it monthly that to not see the ads?
Wow.
I wouldn't mind that, but I don't have the 13.99 a month. I
Mm.
would love to have enough a month to join David the Good school. That would be amazing. but
Mm.
I don't right now because I went plant crazy and spent my like money.
Oh my
And then I
goodness.
had this accident where, because it's on the debit, so I don't put it on credit. I had this accident where I made a purchase and didn't realize it went right to my debits because I had
Mm,
two at the time, like, and it
mm-hmm.
wiped them both out, like what was left in both of them. And I was
Oh wow.
like, no. Yeah, I was so mad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, okay. It is monthly. Yeah. I don't think I could do that. Well, I have 5 more minutes and I'm gonna call it for the night because an hour and a half is good now where I'm at with our schedule here. Um, yeah. But I did, let's see, I don't know what the most recent thing is that I plan it. I do have, it looks like my red DACA banana is gonna take, which I'm excited about having red bananas. I just think they're cool and they taste good. I've had them. They taste pretty good. Oh, the other one was when okay, my Renaissance grandma was talking about cherimoya. I have what's called the San Pablo custard apple that's supposed to be the red, the deep red one that's supposedly like raspberry cheesecake, I think. Hints
Mm.
of raspberry cheesecake flavor. Yeah.
Okay.
But one of them is doing well. The other one looks like it's fighting for its life. I don't know why. So
Oh.
that one, I think the one fighting for its life, I'm going to like take out of the soil that it's in and redo the soil for it and see if that helps it. Um, I noticed my lychee that looks like it's been through a mulcher because of the weevils loving it. It's
Mm-hmm.
trying to create lychees this year. It's the
Mm.
biggest joke ever. That tree, it's been nothing but ugly since I got it because the weevils always eat it and I can't seem to get it to where it looks nice as a
Mm-hmm.
tree.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's struggling to grow, which I know I need to put it in the ground. But once it gets in the ground, it's called an emperor lychee, and they get absolutely huge. Like 50 foot, I
Oh.
think, was one of the, yeah. But it's at fruiting age, so I kind of want to put it in the ground and just maybe keep trimming the top down and see if
Yeah,
it'll
that's what I was
work.
gonna say. To keep it
Because
trimmed
I
down,
love,
to keep it like a dwarf tree.
yeah, like a dwarf it. Yeah, if I
Mm.
can, because I love lychee. Lychee season is short, but I love lychees. I do have that. I don't know if you were in here. I don't think you were. I got a mango that has fruit on it, and I got it for like $20 because
What?
my guys at Lowe's take care of me. I got that actually from Broke Farmer was the one who turned me on to that. Like,
Yeah.
just talk to them, ask, and I'm like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
I never thought of that.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, now I have an in, and because I showed actually the manager who was getting the whole section cleaned up and reporting to his manager, I looked
Mm-hmm.
right at a papaya and I'm like, you have a mealybug infestation really bad on this papaya, and you've got it pushed into all the other papayas and
Oh
trees.
gosh.
You want it, it's like, get that out of there before you ruin a bunch of
Right.
plants. And he's like, thank you. 'Cause, I mean, it was disgusting. It was really it looked like popcorn. Like it
Oh
was
no.
just dying and yeah, it was really bad.
Wow.
So then I saw this mango and somebody pulled the tags on it. So it just says mango. Don't know what kind it is, but it has little mangoes on it and it's doing well. And I'm like, yeah, but I
Mm-hmm.
don't know what it is. And it was an $89 mango. And he goes, well, since you helped me out, I can help you out. And I'm like, yeah, but I wasn't really planning on buying like a mango tree today. I have like three or four at home. And he's like, well, how about 75% off? And I'm like, what's that? Can you do that on your calculator real quick for me?
Right.
And he's like, $20. And I'm like, okay, let's put it in my cart. Take it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't. I'm just hoping it's a Glen and it's not a Tommy Atkins. Tommy Atkins has fiber in it and it's okay, but Glens are like juicy and kind of peachy and yummy. So still have no clue what it is. He looked it up on the computer. All it said was mango and it said you could grow it in all these different zones. And it's like, no, that's not right. That's
Mm.
no. There's no name? Like, it's like, no, look. He showed
Wow.
me on his little thing. I was like,
Wow.
that's not right. But
Right.
I'm still grateful. But everybody, thank you for coming in. Cece, thanks for coming
Yes.
up and being my buddy.
You're
Appreciate it.
welcome. You're
And
welcome.
yes, please go check out Cece's Texas Garden. She is the queen of being out there all the time and making things grow. Um, do you have anything coming up like did you test a live the other night?
I,
Did I see I couldn't come
yes.
over.
It
Are you
was
going to
just a
start doing
pop up.
lives?
Well, it was a
Okay.
pop up. I was showing Mona some stuff behind scenes, like on how to
Uh-huh.
do a background and things, and
Uh-huh.
I was like, well, since we already, on test
In
mode, I was
here.
like, let me just go in there. So it was supposed to just been a quick little pop up live when we was at
Right.
my bestie's house, and it was like 200
Oh,
something people seeing it. I was like, well, I guess I'll leave it up because I was
that
gonna delete
you need
it.
to,
And I was like,
girl,
no news.
you need to pop up on some lives. You need to pop up on some
Yeah,
lives. That's a
I had
that's a good
started
first
planning.
test.
Yeah, to start doing at
Yeah.
least once a month doing lives, but
Yeah.
people love the videos and like they're like,
Right.
we want the content. So, oh, Miss Shirley was
Yeah.
listening from
Yeah.
the bushes.
Oh, thank you, Miss Shirley. It all helps. I appreciate it so much. She's a good
But
looking
yeah,
woman. I saw her in the meetup, the last one, and they had
hmm
her like dancing. I was like, look at
yeah,
you go. You go.
but
I wish
yeah,
I could have gone to this one just to meet up with everybody, but it's like I need a hotel, and then the kids. I have Malachi with me all the time. We just don't have it right now. We've got to get tires for my car, and it's like $800 at the least at like
right.
one of the big box stores. Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
So traveling is not, out of state at least. It's not in the near
No.
future. It is. I did let Jerry know it's 7 hours from where I'm at in Florida just to get to the border, just to the
Mm.
border to cross
Okay.
over into Georgia. So yeah, I forget how long it took me to get to Savannah when I was leaving for Hurricane Irma. But thank
Mm.
you everyone for coming in. And again, thank
Yes.
you to Cece. And please go check out her
Right.
video. She's got lots of great information and cute dog.
And,
And
and
check
you
each
know
other out too. And we will see you next Friday and Saturday. I'm not sure if Shawnee, I don't know if Diva will be on for a while,
yeah.
but Shawnee might do a live. And then there is plenty of other lives going on this weekend. And I'm not sure if Storms Radio and Cats is going on Sunday. Not positive. But
Yeah.
thank you
Have a good
again. And thanks again,
one.
Cece. Have a good one. Have a
Okay.
good
Bye.
Friday. Watch that crazy moon. Bye, everyone.